Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Enter the Gungeon. I'm gonna start today's stream day with a little bit of a paradox run, because why not? I like the paradox, I like starting as a random character with random items. Let's freaking do it. Don't be guilty of neglectful abuse of phone. I need to charge my oh my god, Mega Dowser. Blasphemy, very interesting. Toucan Nate, thank you for the resub. What's up? Wow. It's Thursday, it's another stream day, it's another Gungeon day, and I'm looking forward to playing some more Gungeon, because I love this game. I had to plug my phone in, because my phone was, on the verge of actually dying. It only had like, lovely, it only had like 7% power left. But what I find interesting is that I have this may or may not be interesting, but I have a charging wall adapter for my phone, but it's actually not for my phone. It's like for someone's old iPod or something like that, but it actually charges my phone a lot faster than plugging it into my computer. And I don't know if that's because of my computer's USB ports having some weird power issues with them, because I actually do have some weird power issues with my particular brand of motherboard. It doesn't really work well with USB 3. Those ports, at least, they kind of bug out a little bit. But if I just plug my phone into the wall, it charges itself in like an hour. If I try to plug it into my computer, it charges itself from 0% power to 100% power in like a day. I don't know why there's so much of a difference between the two there, but I've just been kind of leaving my phone plugged into the walls recently, and it charges so much faster. I love it. I think it might also maybe be because of a cable I'm using, like one of the USB extension cables I'm using probably has like a weird issue where it's not technically rated for the power that it's trying to deliver to the phone or something. Maybe that's what it is, but I don't know. I take my phone off of charge basically at all times, but when I'm streaming, when I'm sleeping, I try to make sure to leave it charged when I'm not using my phone at night. Because if you're trying to use my phone at night while also having it plugged in at the same time, it's very awkward. But sometimes I have no other choice. It's like, well, I want to watch this YouTube video when I'm laying down in bed, but I can't, because I've got this freaking cable wrapped around me. Just gotta make sure I plug it in more frequently. Cactus, cursed bullets. Man, oh man, I want both of those. I want Cactus, honestly, just because it's not Mega Dowser. I mean, we have a Mega Dowser Blasphemy. Hey. And we are possibly gonna have to use Mega Dowser against the boss, because I don't have the Blasphemy able to be used, because I took damage on the floor. Because I was trying to use Mega Dowser for the room clearing, and I got hit from one of those freaking Uzi Bulletkin. So this is going to be an interesting one. I don't know what the most efficient fire pattern is on a Mega Dowser, but I'm trying to be super efficient because I've only got 400 shots left. And it's time to fight the boss, so let's do it. With Cactus? With cursed bullets. Let's just hope that we get the job done. I don't know if Cursed Bullets applies to beams. I assume it does. I don't know why it wouldn't. But honestly, it's getting the job done. I believe that kind of spraying in this general pattern lets your beam do more damage, but again, I'm not entirely sure. I'm also just doing this because then I don't have to actually aim. There we are. We have killed one of them. And now we're out of ammo. So, Blasphemy it is. Blasphemy, or if we wanted to... How much damage did that do? A lot? Probably not that much, huh? Well, this is going to be a very interesting... Oh, it's actually doing a decent amount of damage. This is definitely a strange boss fight, though. Oh, good freaking lord. Alright. We got a new gun. We're back up to full health. We have no money and no keys, so we are definitely not going... Never mind, we're gonna access the oubliette. I was gonna say we're not. Oh, my gun! You fucking rat! Where'd it go? Oh, you son of a gun. I didn't pick it back up. Well, that's okay. We got a flare gun. Flare gun's better. Oh, that's hilarious. I didn't even think about it. I don't know why I didn't think about it. What's really nice, though, is that we have now a synergistical flare gun with cursed bullets and plenty of keys. What? This run has just changed completely. I love it. Anyways. So we started with the Mega Dowser. I didn't pick it up. We lost it, but we got a flare gun, and we picked up Copper Amulet, so now we have a synergy with the flare gun, and we have curse bullets, so now we want curse. Okay, you know, honestly, I'm happy. I'm also kind of, I'll be perfectly honest with you, I'm happy that we lost Mega Dowser, because it's really awkward. I hate having to do this in order to, you know, most efficiently fire the gun. So honestly, you know, give me the flare gun, I can just shoot an enemy and then run away. This is gonna be my ideal room clearing gun for the time being. Me or you, buddy? Who's gonna die first? Oh, crap. Abe says he wants curse, but then doesn't use the 9 curse. That's a good point. You know, I could have just interacted with the curse shrine at the beginning, picked up all that curse, but I want to pick up curse by picking up cursed items. You know, give me a Cursula, give me an Excalibur, give me a knife shield. That's how I want my curse. I don't want to just have 9 curse and then not be able to pick up, you know, half the items in the game. I wish you had money to buy the cactus. I wish I had money to buy the cactus as well, but I had to make a choice. You know, potentially double damage or a cactus that might not even be any good in the long run or the short run. I made my choice. I made my choice and I stand by it, although... Now I'm really standing by it, because if we can get enough money in order to buy the... the item that was over there, what the hell is this called? Glass Cannon, that's the name of it. If we can buy Glass Cannon, with the potential damage upgrades from Cursed Bullets, that will apply to the damage that Glass Cannon deals, which bypasses damage caps on bosses. So we could eventually do a lot of damage to bosses with the Glass Cannon. I believe Glass Cannon does 100 damage per shot, so, you know, at max curse bullet benefit, that's, in theory, 200 damage per shot, which is pretty good. 200 damage to bypass the damage cap? That's not bad. Not bad. Also, I'm realizing we have Shadow Bullets. I noticed we had Shadow Bullets earlier, it just never crossed my mind because I was tunnel visioning on the frickin' Mega Dowser, but it's actually really good, and that's why occasionally I am killing enemies faster than other enemies, like that veteran Bulletkin in that room with... No, the Uzi Bulletkin in the room with the veteran who couldn't fire his gun because of the table. Yes, that guy. I lit one of the Uzi Bulletkins on fire, but the second one died first, is because I had a weird double shot. Oh! Right, bouncing bullets. Could also use the blasphemy, but I like flare gun. I actually do. I think flare gun is a pretty good gun, and it's a cool gun. It's an interesting gun. It's, well, in our case, synergistical as well. We can light enemies on fire and they'll die. Guaranteed. Well, as long as it's not a boss and doesn't split and doesn't teleport, and isn't immune to fire or the flare gun effect, aka muzzle wisps and muzzle flares. But you know, excluding all of those enemies, they'll die. Whoops, my gun wasn't loaded. I don't know why I keep expecting the flare gun to do triple damage on burning enemies when I play Gungeon, says Luigi10. I don't know why you would expect that. Is there like another video game that you play that has a weapon that deals more damage against a burning enemy? I rolled into him and killed him. TF2? I thought that was milk. No, milk heals you when you do damage to an enemy with milk, right? Look, as someone who doesn't actually play TF2, Team F2, I'm just kind of running on memory here. Gotcha. What games has everyone been playing lately? Anyone been playing anything interesting? I actually, for some reason, really wanted to play some XCOM Long War, so I started up a campaign of Enemy Within XCOM Long War. I don't know why. It just felt like something that I wanted to do. And the game's tough. Game's long. I forgot just how long that mod is for, it's by now. For XCOM, but it's a lot of fun. I'm just playing on normal difficulty. I tried to start a impossible run the other day, just after I'd been playing normal for a while, and I lost all of my soldiers on the second mission because there were 12 sectoids and I had no shots land, and they had every shot land. The game is freaking unfair is what it is. But I enjoy XCOM. I haven't played any XCOM in a couple of years at this point. XCOM 2 or, you know, XCOM Unknown Enemy Within. I can't really call it original XCOM, because that's something completely different. I gotta call it what it is. EUEW. But it's still a fun game. To this day, I've never actually played I've never owned the War of the Chosen DLC. I did watch someone play a little bit of it, but I haven't actually played it myself. Could do that at some point. Play through another XCOM 2 campaign. XCOM 2 is a lot more polished than XCOM Enemy Within, but there's still something about Enemy Within that I enjoy. I also need to play the Dragon Keep DLC for Borderlands 2 at some point. I think I've had enough Borderlands 2. You know, playing through the campaign once with friends, it was enjoyable, and I think I've gotten my fill. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. I didn't realize that the gunslingers actually kind of homed in on targets that they hit. Like, these gunslingers are actually trying to home in on enemies. I don't have, you know, like, oh god. I'm pretty sure I don't have anything that makes these home in. I don't have any sort of a synergy. They're just kind of doing it on their own, which is very interesting. I guess it makes a lot of sense because a lot of the damage from the gunslingers is tied to the actual gunslinger themselves. It's kind of a melee weapon, really. It's like a shotgun. You need to get up close in order to do full damage with these gunslingers. I still hate them, though. Even knowing that they have a very small amount of homing, I still hate them. Alright, so this is gonna be likely mimics. It's all mimics. Dogs? Dogs? Oh. Makarov. It's not Makarov, it's 38 special? 38 special. And the dog. At least we got the dog. I was trying to see if I could get the game to spit out multiple tennis balls, but unfortunately it decided not to. I think in theory, if you kill the mimics at the same time, they have a better chance at dropping the same item, but I don't know. I remember back when... Was it AG&D? I think it may have been AG&D. When that first came out and they... No, what was it? Yeah, no, it was AG&D. When they came out with the weirder additional secret rooms, so you had a higher chance of having like 4 green chests spawn in the same secret room or something like that. That was a lot of fun because... Nice. You could get multiple items very easily, and I've almost had that happen to me, you know, many times in the past, like getting multiple pigs or something like that. But after one of the updates, and I believe it was an update to AG&D, it started to get to the point where it's very difficult to get the same item from multiple chests in the same room. It's like they fixed whatever bug was allowing that to happen, which is unfortunate, because I really liked getting the same item multiple times from chests. I want 4 dogs, you know? That's okay. We don't have to have 4 dogs. Yo, there's the crutch. So I guess now our shots from Gunslinger are definitely gonna home in. What's a passive that I started with? I started with the Shadow Bullets. So now we have multiple shots, we have homing shots. And we've already lost our starting gun. We gave that one out to the rat. Oh, we get the grappling hook. Dude, we can get Curse. This is actually really cool. Now, problem is that I believe there is a bit of a risk stealing from this shop. If we try to steal from the shop, he'll probably discover us and be pissed off, and you know, we'll lose the shops for the future. But if we find extra shops, we can definitely steal from them and get some free items. So here's hoping that we can get some additional shops in the future. We also get Big Iron, which synergizes with Witch Pistol? Yeah. Which is nice, but we're gonna use Glass Cannon against the boss anyways. Well, I was gonna use Glass Cannon, but I actually think it's probably in our best interest to use the Big Iron mostly, because we gotta be able to destroy those missiles when they come out. So we'll just use this. It's basically a big shotgun. A big shotgun that does a lot of damage, so I'm not gonna complain about that. We get gun boots. It's not very good, although they do synergize with the... let's go this room. I know we already found the secret room, but you always want to spend your blanks anyways. I know that they synergize with the Curse Bullets. They probably also synergize with the Crutch as well. We're probably going to have homing gun boot shots, which seems like it could be kind of cool. I am gonna gun munch. Gunslinger's Ashes is just trash. Thanks, dog. And I think we're gonna gun munch the... I'm gonna gun munch Plague Pistol. No, gun munch the 38 special. I'm just kind of gun munching garbage, but it's like a blue and a brown. I don't want to gun munch the Plague Pistol because I actually kind of... Oh, dude, that's really good! I want to keep the poison. I want to be able to put out wicks on a chest if we actually need to do that. So we want this, and we want... Oh, right, I was using the 38 special. Well, I mean, we can use frickin' flare gun for a while. Ugh. Okay. So many guns so early. We have had a lot of guns. I don't mind having guns. And I like the slight crutch homing here. Because sometimes it is a little bit tricky to land a flare gun shop, and now we have a little bit of homing on that. Yo, and a key! I know that's not from the dog. I wish it was, of course, but, you know, pay out with something eventually. What do we want? What do we want? I wish we actually had like a legitimate shotgun though. I don't really want to use big iron for our purposes, but we'll maybe think about it. So what's nice, of course, is not getting hit, but it's whenever you hit an enemy, they will be on fire permanently until they die. As long as they are not any of those aforementioned enemies that teleport or do annoying stuff. Are straight up immune. He got into the cart and then shot me instantly. What a jerk! And I tried to kill the muzzle flare using gun boots, but the gun boots weren't charging. Okay. You know what? Give me gun game. Give me gun game and give me shadow bullets. Perfect. We get a black chest. We get high dragon fire, which is interesting. It feels like I've had this gun way too often lately. I'm not gonna complain because it is a... Is it an S tier gun or is it not technically tiered? We literally just got it out of a black chest, you idiot. I'm talking to myself here. So it is a black tier gun, which is nice. It's a pretty decent gun. I'm happy to have it. A little bit slow on the reload, but that's okay. Look, sometimes I need to stop and think about what I'm saying, okay? Is it a black tier gun? Yo, I just realized something! Hold up. I think I just realized yet another way of determining which of those, what is their name? Killithid. Which of those Killithids is the real one? I just noticed that the real one is not affected by knockback. So if you're shooting one and it's getting knocked back, if it's getting pushed around, that's a fake one. I never realized that before. I never even thought about it. But there you go. Maybe another little way that you can, correctly identify which one's the correct one. Pet the dog you found in blank. I accidentally pet him a few times. He's fine. Well, it didn't work. You know what? I'll take the hit. Just because I wanted to push him into the pit, but I didn't want to use a dodge roll. Does this still damage these guys? Certainly hope so. High dragon fire might get gun munched at some point. It's a good gun, but it's not like a top tier choice. You know what? Just burn for a little bit. You think they may have forgotten to buff the high dragon fire when they nerfed the real one. That's kind of my feeling as well. I like the fact that the other high dragon fire has a bit of a piercing on it. I also do enjoy the fact that, oh, this is interesting. I also do enjoy the fact that or I should say I don't enjoy the fact that it just takes so long to frickin' reload. The fire is not guaranteed. If you have high dragon fire, you're not gonna have any of the synergies of the regular dragon fire, I believe. I don't know that. I don't know if the synergies that apply to the original Dragonfire also apply to this Dragonfire. I have no idea. It does do some pretty good damage though. It kills things relatively quickly. Whatever. I don't know why killing him made him come towards me, his corpse. Alright. Blue chest, we'll open it. Right, we're not at full HP. I just don't want to accidentally destroy the chest. We get trick gun is garbage. There is a gun muncher, we could gun munch it. We could steal the shotgun full of love and then gun munch both of them, but then we're not gonna have a shop on the next floor. Interesting. If we wait to steal, we can steal after we get enough money so that we can buy a key. We'll think about it. Spider Cat Gaming, the rat door, it's revealed when I walk into a room because I've modded it to do that. After you've done the rat once, it'll just be visible all the time because I think it's really annoying that you have to search for it whenever you want to try to find the rat, so... You know, I want it to still be a puzzle, a search, you know, the first time around, but if you've already done it, you know, why not just let the player do it whenever they want, you know? You know, making it, you know, display, it doesn't make it easier, you fucking piece of shit. It just makes it less annoying, you know? I lost my ammo in glass cannon. Blexmer, thank you for the resub. Freaking Bulletkin, you got me. You got me. All right, let's do it. Let's steal the shotgun full of love. He discovered me. I was hoping he wouldn't, but he did. There goes my bullet. And we'll gun munch it. We'll gun munch this, and we'll gun munch High Dragon Fire. Give me something good. We get the Gungeon. Which is good, but I'm not gonna use it. And I say I'm not gonna use it because I just don't want to use one of the strongest OP guns in the game. I don't know, is that worthwhile to say? No more HP on the floor. Haven't found the secret room yet, though. I think I already blanked that room, though. Let's blank this room. We'll get the hell out of here. Okay. Enter the Gungeon. Munching the shotgun hurt you. The shotgun is good. We don't frickin' need it. We have good enough guns already. You know, we've got frickin' Bundle of Wands and the Big Iron. Really what hurt me was actually removing the shop from this floor, because I like the shops. I took a bit of a risk on that. I don't think it paid out, because I don't really want to use the Gungeon that much. Oh god, I deactivated my I deactivated my grapple at the wrong moment. So instead of using Gungeon, let's use the trick gun. Yeah, that sounds freaking wonderful. Let's not do that. That's a silly thing. Let's use Cold 45. And just take a lot of damage when we walk into the first room. Lovely. Come on. Now there is a boss. This would, in theory, maybe be a good opportunity to use that Gungeon, but I honestly think that the Big Iron is going to have more DPS output. Yeah. That was really good. Wait a minute. Yeah, we'll open it. Gungeon isn't that OP when you compare it to the Fight Saber, Black Hole Gun, Gunther, Finish Gun, Composite Gun, Elementaler, Makeshift Cannon, etc. Yeah, but it's up there. I mean, most S-tier guns are up there. I would use a Gunther just because it's been a million years since I've actually seen it, but... Gungeon, I mean, here's the thing, we know we can win on a Gungeon run. I find it really strange that the shadow bullets travel perfectly straight. It's kind of nice because it means that I know when the shadow bullets are coming out. They're, you know, the only bullets that travel in a straight frickin' line. And it also means that I can, you know, in theory, use a gun in like a tight corridor and some of the shots might still land, which is nice. Hi Joe, and hi Milk Jug, how are you guys doing? Okay. And honestly, you know, who needs Gungeon when we've got Flare Gun? Let's light these boys on fire. Not a mimic. Talking about OP guns, it's actually good to hold because now we have a lot more curse. Oh, hello. Okay, never mind. We're gonna be stealing some items from her. We're gonna probably buy badge. No, we'll buy Monster Blood Steel badge, which is gonna give us 1, 2, 3. It's gonna give us 4.5 curse. We have 5 from Finished Gun. That will summon an LJ. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop Finished Gun. And we are, well, let's actually wait. Let's go to the Cell Creep. We can sell we can sell Finished Gun. No, that is what it's called. And then after we sell Finished Gun, then we can go and buy items from Cursula and steal items from Cursula, get up to like, probably like 6 curse or something like that. Which would be really nice. I'll run the numbers again once we actually get up there, but I just don't want to steal right now, because if I steal right now, we would summon LJ, and I would like to not summon LJ if at all possible. There's no Gungeon hype anymore? I mean, fair enough. I've played over 1,000 hours of Gungeon, you know. It's true though. I mean, you can get bored of a game and then you come back to it later and you're like, oh man, this game is a lot of fun, you know? There are a lot of games that I stopped playing for a while and then came back to after a break, and I still enjoyed them. RPG. So this is gonna be the Cell Creep. We have some pretty cool RPG explosions though. This is gonna be a chest. We don't have a key. We might be able to get a key from the boss fight though. Also, don't dodge roll and blow up the chest, please. That'd be silly. Gungeon is Gungeon. It's neither boring nor exciting. It just is. It is transcended time and space apparently. But there are people out there who play thousands of hours of Isaac, of XCOM, of Gungeon, of PUBG, of Tarkov, of every game under the sun. Maybe it's their thing. Maybe they just really enjoy it. You should revisit your childhood games again. At some point, I would love to play through Descent. Descent is a game that I really enjoyed in the past, and I would love to give it another shot at some point. But it's hard to play without having a joystick. Like an actual joystick. Pandemic pistol. Let's blow up the chest. We'll probably save a key for the next floor if there was a key in it. Or if we get a key, because it's only a blue level chest. And we'll fight the boss, and we'll use Big Iron, in all likelihood. Should have probably switched over to the RPG, but it shouldn't matter too much. Although, you know what? I'm noticing that the RPG is traveling extremely quickly. I guess when it has helix bullets makes it bypass the actual like bullet speed of the gun. So the helix or the RPG projectiles are traveling really fast, and then the shadow projectiles what travels really slowly. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Okay, that's pretty cool. Oh yes, Glass Guan synergy. Right, nothing in the shop. Did I play Free Space? I did. I remember I did play Descent Free Space. It's not actually a Descent game, I don't know why they called it that. But I do remember it was either in the main game or in the DLC for that game, the mission was just stupidly difficult and basically just revolved around me flying around for like an hour. Doing like chip damage at this like giant battleship. I think that may have been the DLC for Free Space. I remember just flying around this giant battleship, shooting, running, shooting, running, shooting, running. Because the problem is, I believe it had infinitely respawning enemies, and you did not have infinitely respawning allies. So you just run. It did have one good, like, kind of story element to it that I did enjoy from the Free Space games, which is that, you know, humanity is colonizing the galaxy and discovering hostile aliens, and it's like, the aliens, they're really freaking strong. They have shields. You don't have shields. You don't have guns that can actually do damage to them. Their standard basic fighters are like completely indestructible, and I really like that way of the game kind of just showing how weak and vulnerable you as a race are, because it's like, yeah, that's how it would be if an alien race, you know, frickin' thousands of years technologically more advanced than you shows up, they're gonna frickin' own you. Which is one reason why I do have a little bit of a problem with like the XCOM games. It's like, come on, you're expecting just like some standard soldiers with guns to be able to defeat aliens when they have like plasma rifles and cloaking technology? Like, there is no reason any alien should die in an invasion of Earth, okay? They should be able to completely annihilate humanity in like a split second. Now, that's not good from the position of humanity, but, you know, it's the truth. There's no way that XCOM should be able to hold off the aliens. Now, of course, being a video game and all that, Free Space does eventually make it so that you develop the technologies to defeat the aliens, but, you know, it's a video game. They gotta win at some point. The good guys gotta win. There's a Matman room. I don't really have the keys to access Matman, unfortunately. I also don't really have... I can't say that. I can't say that with a straight face. I don't really have good guns right now, as I'm not using the best gun at my disposal. I don't know why you shot when you died, but that scares me. Why am I using the Eagle? What is this run? This is the run of, pick a gun. 38 special, why not? Mega Dowser, sure. Eagle, whatever. Although the thing is, the Eagle's actually not that bad right now, just because I actually do have the damage upgrade from cursed bullets. I can kill an enemy, you know? If you do 900 damage in one hit, what will the boss DPS cap reduce that to? Depends on the boss. If you look it up on the wiki, it'll tell you what the boss DPS caps are. But if I hit a boss for 999 damage, it'll get reduced down to like 50. Depending on how much damage I dealt previously, because it's 50 DPS is what it boils down to. You gotta hate that hard cap in Gungeon. If you do 1,000 damage, it will bypass the damage cap and deal full damage. For some bosses, that means that you actually will one-hit kill them, but that's not guaranteed for all the bosses, of course. You know, Dragon has 5,000 health, so even at 1,000 damage a hit, you're gonna have to hit him 5 times. And then he's got another phase, too. Alright. There's a little bit more to explore. We've already found everything on the floor, so I'm kind of hoping this is just gonna be, well, I mean, in this case, it's a shop. But I'm hoping that it's also gonna be, like, maybe a shrine room? It's just the shop, which is not that bad. I'm happy to see it. We can do another purchase and another steal, get a little bit more damage. And we have a lot of money, so this is nice. So buy this, steal this. We also have now a Dungeon Eagle synergy. Why does the gun turn around when I reload it? That is very unusual. We actually have multiple synergies picking up that owl. We have the synergy with the Witch Pistol and Bundle of Wands. Cool. Alright. Dragon time. Was there anything that we're gonna buy? 142? Nah. You know what? We could buy the key. We should buy the key. Quickly go over to Matman. I'm gonna do Matman instead of the chest, because I wanna see what he's gonna give me. Matman is always a gamble. Crueler Glaive. That's not bad. That is true. In the canon of XCOM, spoilers for XCOM 2, the aliens did win. But then you win. Then you come back and you actually defeat them. Maybe when XCOM 3 comes out, the canon's gonna be that you lost again. So yeah, and I mean, I don't know if people would be interested in more XCOM, because I've done a series of XCOM in the past, but I would be down. I want to keep playing that on my own, so I don't mind playing it for you guys. I want to play some Long War and actually try to win on Impossible. I was reading the description for the difficulty levels on the Long War Wikipedia, and it said that technically the game is winnable, but it's unlikely. I like that. According to the wiki, the max damage you can do to a boss without going over 1,000 is triple the cap in one shot. So I mean, Spider-Cat, they did change how the damage cap works in Farewell to Arms. I don't know how they changed it. I don't know really what they did to make it better or worse, but I have to wonder if that's not a post Farewell to Arms thing. I don't know. Infinite owl shot cheese? Nah. We don't need to cheese it. XCOM 3, the aliens that took over were just the slaves of an even more powerful, more scarier alien, and then XCOM 4 you win. As long as they keep making the game. I never played any of the, like, original old school DOS XCOM. I did play some Xenonauts. Someone like gifted me a copy of that a long time ago. What is up with these frickin' Cruller Glaives? Are you seeing this madness? It's like they can't get back to me, so they're just bouncing around forever. Their AI is trying to cycle back to me, but they can't. When did we get Junkin? We must have just picked him up 2 seconds ago. I completely missed that. So the glaives, they come back to you after they hit an enemy, but the helix bullets is making it so that they can't. So they're just bouncing around, hitting enemies multiple times. Dude, that's so awesome. Look at this. And I just realized we have, I'm taking ammo for this, by the way. We also have the crutch and the homing bullets. So the shots are also like homing in on the enemies specifically. Like they're trying their best to home in on the enemies. This is so weird. I love it. Excuse me. Oh yeah, I mean, I definitely name soldiers after chat. What I want to do is I want to, like, I guess in XCOM 2 they made it so that you could like create a roster, and then when you get a soldier, it would be randomly selected from the roster. I like that way of doing it because you can, you know, pre-create it, and then it's like, oh hey, Altered B showed up, and you've got the stats to be a sniper. Dude, this is very interesting. You just fire the glaives, and they just bounce around and home in. I've never had this combination before with the glaives combined with, crutch and helix bullets and homing bullets. Now, the glaive shot that's coming from shadow bullets, that behaves normally. So it must just be helix bullets that's making it have this weird behavior. So we could probably get this weird behavior if we didn't have homing and we didn't have crutch as well. I mean, they're definitely not hurting. How long did you get stunned for, my dude? Play Mutant Year Zero. Never heard of it. Anyways, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say I played Xenonauts once because someone gifted it to me. Lost my train of thought when I realized how cool Cruller Glaive was. It didn't seem like a very enjoyable experience. It seemed like it was emulating an old school XCOM game, but look, it's freaking 2019. We can emulate the gameplay, just make it look nicer. And not like total trash. That's all I want. I'm waiting for these glaives. I really want them to kill every enemy with like one shot. Mr. Jogger! Hey, thank you for the resub. Not Cruller Glaive anymore, it's Collar Glaive? Why collar? Collar as in something you wear, not something you shoot. Or someone you call. I'm calling the shots is what's happening. Goodbye. The dog dug up ammo. I'm gonna go pick up the ammo drop. We have full ammo for glass cannon. I would like to use it on the boss. I think we did use glass cannon against the dragon, and it did a good job. No reason to suspect that we can't do a similarly good job on the Lich here. I like the combination of helix bullets and the shadow bullet projectile, because it means that I at least have one projectile that is gonna go straight and will hit the enemy, you know? Oh, cooler glaive, not collar glaive. He's a cool glaive. Also, we killed the boss in like 5 shots. It's pretty nice! If you want a different take on the XCOM genre, you could play Valkyrie Chronicles. Or that one Mario game, Mario vs. Rabbids or something. Wasn't that also just like a Nintendo's version of XCOM that came out, you know, after Enemy Unknown, Enemy Within came out? Probably just Enemy Unknown, if I remember my dates correctly. Which I probably don't. No! My glass cannon broke! Fuck! Dum 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 dum. Play Mutant Year Zero, he will hate it. Why will I hate it? Is it a bad game? You know what? Hey, you know what? Good run. We didn't touch the Gungeon once. We duct tape a couple of high-tier guns in order to get it, and then we just didn't use it. But you know what? Didn't need it. Curse bullets, glass cannon. Cooler glaive plus weird helix bullets effect. I liked it. I liked it. It was a good run. It was a fun run. I think now I'll probably try, whenever I get Cooler Glaive or whenever I see it, to try to combine it with different bullet effects, because we've learned that Helix Bullets plus the Cooler Glaive is actually a really interesting synergy. It's not really a synergy, but it makes the Cooler Glaive have very interesting behavioral effects, because it will bounce around the room trying to reach the player after it hits the enemy, but it'll fail to do that. And again, I don't think it was necessarily the crutch that was letting it home in on enemies, although that probably does help, but at the very least, Cooler Glaive does home in on enemies naturally. It homes in on enemies when you shoot it, so maybe if you fire it without the crutch, it will still kind of bounce around and hit multiple enemies, maybe not as effectively, but that's a very good, weird combination. Anyways, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for Wanna Go Live, support me on Twitch, Patreon, and Streamlabs, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Enter the Gungeon.